Growth stock versus value stocks, which is better, really is a personal preference and where you are, your age, your risk tolerance, all that kind of thing. Value stocks generally are more mature companies. They're companies that have been around a while. They have a more mature product line. An example of that may be a company like Coca-Cola, which is kind of moved into being more of a dividend stock and consequently, has a wide following. Dividend players are active in stocks like Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, those kind of companies, which are mature, have been around forever, and people understand their product lines and they're very good at what they do. Growth stocks, on the other hand, don't pay dividends, are really more of a concept. If you're investing, your time horizon's 30 or 40 years, those may be the ones that you could hit a home run with, but they're not going to throw off any cash flow in any time soon. So value versus growth is a function of what you need in your portfolio. Retirees generally need cash flow. They're going to be more focused on value. Young investors who have decades, their holding period before we reach retirement, maybe 30 years out, are going to be more focused on growth. Who's right or wrong, no one really knows, but it's just the basic investment philosophy is growth investors tend to be younger investors that have longer time horizons. Value investors tend to have more mature audiences that are focused on cash flow. I've been in the investment business for 40 years. I'm in my 60s. I transitioned to owning more value and dividend type stocks probably in my mid 50s. I think they're easy to track, produce dependable cash flows, but there's a sub-segment of the dividend payers that are called dividend growth stocks, and those really is where my focus on. I don't invest in companies that have stable dividends. That is 6%, 6%, 6%. I'm looking for companies that 3.5%, 4%, 4.5% have growing dividends, because the dividend growth stocks have the ability to outpace inflation, which is something that as you age becomes much more of a problematic area, because you reach a certain nest egg as you approach retirement, and that's it. Generally, it can appreciate if the market moves up, but your income earning years are limited at that point. So the only way to outpace inflation is to have that portfolio actually grow within itself. Your overall portfolio strategy has to change as you age. This is John Dunleavy, and that's my take on value versus growth stocks. See you in the next video.